ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणम्। श्रुत्वा गुणान् भुवनसुन्दर शृण्वतां ते निर्विश्य कर्णविवरैर् हरतो अंगतापम्। रूपं दृशिं दृशिमताम् अखिलार्थलाभं त्वयि अच्युता विशति चित्तम् अपत्रपं मे। So these were the opening words. Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundara, oh most beautiful personality in this whole universe. The opening words of one love letter written by one princess, 13-year-old princess, to another prince more than 5,000 years ago. No prizes for guessing who wrote this. So today is Rukmini Dwadashi, and Rukmini Devi, she appeared as the daughter of King Bhishmaka, and she was the younger sister of Rukmi, King Rukmi. Rukmi was her elder brother. Her father was Bhishmaka. She had a couple of other brothers also. At the same time, Krishna had also appeared, and he was in Dwaraka, ruling over the kingdom of the Yadavas. Shurasena, Ugrasena was the king, and Krishna was a subordinate prince under him. So, once when Krishna was ruling over, one fine day, one messenger appeared at his doorstep. And this messenger brought this letter, saying that, "O supremely beautiful person in the whole universe, Shrutva Gunante," anybody who hears about your qualities, about Krishna's qualities, Shrutva Gunante Bhuvana Sundara, Nirvishya Karna Vivarair, and whoever through their ears they hear about the wonderful qualities of the most beautiful personality in the whole universe, O Krishna. What happens? Harato Angatapam. Anybody who hears about the qualities of Krishna, immediately all their whatever Harato Angatapam, whatever miseries they are facing in their life, they will forget all those miseries. They will become impervious to all those miseries. All those miseries will vanish. All the distresses, all the difficulties that a person is facing, the moment he starts hearing about the qualities of Krishna, he will forget all of that. This is Rukmini Devi's personal experience. Nirvishya karna vivarair harato angatapam. And not only that, not only hearing. Rupam drishim drishimatam. Drishim drishimatam. Anybody who has the power of sight, anybody who is able to see. Rupam, if they see the form of Krishna, just like all of you were witnessing the Abhishekam for Krishna, Rukmini, Satyabhama. Such a beautiful form of Krishna. Anybody once sees the form of Krishna, anybody who has the power of sight, if he sets his eyes on that beautiful form of Krishna, what happens? Rupam drishim drishimatam akhilartha labham. So he will feel that he has attained the highest goal of life. There is nothing higher to be achieved than this, to be able to see Krishna's beauty. And further Rukmini Devi said, Apatrapam me, very shamelessly I am expressing in front of you, because even today, for a girl, for a young girl, that to a teenager girl, to go and propose to some other boy, it's not so common. Normally it is the boy who goes and proposes. And here we are having Rukmini Devi, who is a princess, that too 5,000 years ago, when the society was far more conservative than it is today. She is sending a proposal to Krishna. So you can imagine how much she must have thought, and she must have undergone so many, whatever, because of the societal norms, because of what people will think, all these kind of things she must have thought in her mind. And all these inhibitions she has overcome, and she is writing this letter to Krishna. So what made her write this letter? We will come to that. So she is saying, "Oh Krishna, you may think that what is this? Who is this girl? I don't even know her. And she is writing like this love letter to me. And what kind of shameless girl she must be?" So Rukmini Devi is saying, "I openly accept that I am writing this letter shamelessly." Why? Because Twayi Achyuta, Achyuta, O Krishna, Twayi, in you, Chittam me Avishati. My mind has become completely enraptured. It has become completely captivated by you, O Krishna. And therefore, I am shamelessly accepting this in front of you. So, why Rukmini Devi made such a statement? She could have sent a proposal to her father. Her father could have come and spoken to Ugrasena or to Vasudeva, Krishna's father. All that did not happen. She is writing a letter directly to Krishna, and Krishna has never met her, never spoken to her, doesn't even know her. And how Rukmini Devi has fallen in love with Krishna? Shinvatam gunan, Shrutva gunan. Simply by hearing about the wonderful qualities of Krishna, Rukmini Devi's mind has become captivated. And from whom she has heard? She has heard from Narada Muni and other rishis and munis who used to visit the palace. So simply by hearing from those authoritative people about the glorious qualities of Krishna, Rukmini Devi's mind has become captivated. So originally King Bhishmaka wanted to propose to Krishna to marry Rukmini Devi. But Rukmini Devi's brother Rukmi, somehow he had a friendship with Shishupala, and he promised Shishupala that my sister's wedding will happen with you only. So he had promised her hand to Shishupala. Now if he had promised, it would have been okay, but he came back, he convinced his father Bhishmaka, and already all the marriage wedding invitation cards were printed, distributed, and the date was also fixed. And all the kings from different parts of the world had already started arriving in Kundina, the capital of the city which was ruled by Bhishmaka. So matter had gone that far. Now what will Rukmini Devi do? She started thinking, what will I do now? I don't want to marry Shishupala. So Shishupala is not the right person for me. I want to marry Krishna. And my brother is not listening to me. He is not even listening to my father. So what will I do? So she thought there is no other way for me but to write a letter to Krishna. And that is how she wrote a letter, and very secretively she sent it through one confidential person, one confidential associate. She sent him all the way to Dwaraka. And the moment Krishna got this letter, he read the whole letter, and Krishna said, all right, my mind has also been captivated by Rukmini Devi. So therefore, I will definitely come. And so like this, Krishna immediately, got his chariot ready, and he drove the whole night. And by next day morning, they had reached Rukmini Devi's place. Rukmini Devi's city was in Maharashtra, and Krishna was in Dwaraka in Gujarat. So quite a distance they were apart. So they drove the whole night, and they reached the city. And the moment Bhishmaka heard that Krishna has arrived, he thought, okay, invitation must have reached the Yadavas also. Krishna has come to attend the wedding of Rukmini and Shishupala. So he arranged for a good welcome for him. In the meantime, what happened? Balaram got the news. Suddenly in the night, Krishna has left. So Balaram was thinking where he left without telling me. And suddenly in the night, why he had to go? Then he started investigating. He found out like this, one letter has come for him from Rukmini. And Krishna has gone all alone. And he has gone all alone where? To the wedding of Shishupala. And Shishupala, although he was the maternal cousin of Krishna, everybody knew how inimical he was towards Krishna. And he also heard that other people had also, they were also coming to, like people like Jarasandha and others were also coming to that wedding. So Balarama understood, oh, something big is going to happen. So immediately he took a small platoon of army and he also set out. And very quickly, by evening, he also reached the same place. And King Bhishmaka, he thought, okay, like all other kings, they have also come, and he gave him a good welcome to all of them, made arrangements for their stay and all that. In the meantime, Rukmini Devi had explained to Krishna what to do. So she had told Krishna that actually, as a part of the family ritual, in the morning she has to visit a Durga Devi temple. And when she goes there, at that time, she will be outside the palace. And there will not be many soldiers, bodyguards and all that. Krishna can take her away at that time. This was the plan she formulated. Because when she was inside the palace, if Krishna had to come, he would have to fight with many soldiers and there would be a lot of bloodshed. So Rukmini Devi wanted to avoid that. And then Rukmini is waiting. When will Krishna come? When will Krishna come? The time is getting over. Any moment the wedding rituals will start. And there is no sight of the messenger that she has sent to Dwaraka. So she is getting more and more anxious. So Rukmini Devi started becoming very, very despondent. She started thinking, oh, maybe Krishna has rejected my proposal. Maybe he's not going to come. Why Krishna has rejected? Maybe Shiva and Parvati have become very upset with me. Shiva and Parvati are known as Rudra and Rudrani, meaning the people who make others cry. Maybe because I never was devoted to Shiva and Parvati, maybe they have got upset with me. So they must have decided to put obstacles in my path. So like this, she started thinking, or maybe some other devatas have become upset with me. So like this, because after all, she was a 13-year-old girl, very young. And she became very anxious and she did not know what to do. She stopped eating. Her eyes were filled with tears. And she decided that in case Krishna doesn't come, I will not eat anything. I'll fast to death. And maybe in my next life, I'll be able to get Krishna. So like this, she was in great anxiety. And suddenly she saw that her messenger is coming back. And he has got a big smile on his face. So immediately Rukmini Devi's, all her hopes again rose up. And she immediately ran to him and said, what happened? What happened? And the messenger replied, don't worry. I have brought Krishna. Krishna only brought me back. And he has assured that he will take you. Ah, what a relief. Rukmini Devi was so relieved. And so then next day, as planned, she along with a few elderly ladies, and she walked from the palace to the temple. And when she was walking to the temple, Shishupala, along with all his other friends, they had all assembled along the pathway. Why? Because they had all heard Rukmini Devi is exquisitely beautiful. So they wanted to see, what is that? We have heard so much about Rukmini Devi. We want to see her beauty. So like that, they were waiting along the pathway. And then Rukmini Devi came, went to the Durga Devi temple, offered her prayers along with the elderly ladies of the house. And then she started walking backward, back to the palace. And now her heart was palpitating. She was thinking, where is Krishna? Now I'm already going back to the house, back to the palace. If Krishna doesn't take me now, then I'm finished. So her heart was beating, and with great anxiety she was searching for Krishna. And all these kings, Shishupala and Dantavakra and Jarasandha, all these people, they saw Rukmini Devi's beauty and they were all stunned. They lost their consciousness. They were completely so bewildered, they forgot themselves, they forgot everything else. And they were with their mouth agape, they were looking, my goodness, what a beauty. And so they had lost themselves. And while they were lost looking at Rukmini, slowly one chariot came forward. And then Rukmini is seeing, who is this coming? Suddenly she is seeing the Shyam Sundara, beautiful form of Krishna. And she recognized, oh, this is the person who has been described by Narmuni and all those people. This must be Krishna. And Krishna, very gently, he held his arm out. Rukmini Devi caught his hand, climbed on the chariot, and then slowly Krishna's chariot started moving out. And all these kings, they are watching all the while. They are captivated by the beauty of Rukmini Devi. They could not figure out what is happening. And one of the kings even fell down from his horse also. And then suddenly, one of the people, he woke up and they said, hey, what is happening? Krishna has come and he's taking away Rukmini. Everybody is sitting and watching what is happening. All of you wake up. So then everybody, from where Krishna came, where he is taking her? They all suddenly woke up and then they started taking their weapons, and by that time Krishna had already gone at a distance. So they all started pursuing Krishna. And when they start pursuing Krishna, suddenly they are seeing one person, effulgent person, is standing there in between with an army. Balaram, he has already come there. And very quickly Balaram is Balaram, he is the most powerful personality. Very quickly he started cutting down all the armies of all these kings. And after a little while, the kings realized all our soldiers are getting killed and we are also getting defeated. After all, for whom? This was Shishupala's fight. Why we have to get involved? So slowly they started withdrawing one by one. Everybody left the place. Finally, Shishupala was alone. He was also defeated. And so he became very morose. What to do? My queen, I was thinking I will marry Rukmini. So many dreams I had built up, and Krishna came and took her away and they could do nothing. And so like this, he was, totally morose. Then Rukmini came and he said, you all kings, you call yourself Kshatriyas, one cowherd boy you could not defeat. What is this? Look at me. I am taking a vow now. I will go and chastise that cowherd, both the cowherd boys, the brothers, and I will bring back Rukmini. And if I don't do that, I will not come back into this kingdom. So with all these boasting words, he started pursuing Krishna. But then Krishna, very quickly, he subdued Rukmini, and upon Rukmini Devi's request, he did not kill Rukmini, he left him there, and he left for Dwaraka, and finally, this is how Krishna married Rukmini Devi. And of course, that curtain has covered that Rukmini Devi being taken away by Lord Krishna. Thank you for moving that screen. So there you can see Rukmini Devi being taken away by Krishna. Bolo Rukmini Devi ki jai. Shri Shri Krishna Rukmini Satyabhama ki jai. So Rukmini Devi actually is the eternal consort of Krishna. She cannot be married or taken away by anybody else other than Krishna. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is stated that Devi Krishnamayi Prokta Radhika Sarva Devata. That Radharani, she is Devi, she is the most worshipable, most powerful personality, the feminine form of Krishna. Devi Krishnamayi, and she is Krishnamayi. Krishnamayi means internally, externally, she is absorbed in Krishna. Internally, she is thinking of Krishna, his holy name, his pastimes, his qualities, all that. And externally, whatever she will see a tamala tree, immediately she will think Krishna is standing there. So like this, she is absorbed in Krishna, and therefore she is called Krishnamayi. Another meaning to the word Krishnamayi is she is the personal manifestation of Krishna. So Devi Krishnamayi Prokta Radhika Sarva Devata, and she is most worshipable by all Devatas. Even Lakshmi Devi, even Parvati Devi, all of them worship Radharani. And Sarva Lakshmi Mayi Sarva Kantihi. So she is the source of all Lakshmi Devis. All the Lakshmi Devis are expansions of Radharani. And not only that, Sarva Kantihi, she is the source of all the 6 opulences. Whatever, when we speak of Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the definition of God is given by Parashara Muni. What is that? Aishwaryasya samagrasya viryasya yasasahasriyoho jnana vairagyasya shannam bhagamitim gana. Anyone who possesses 6 opulences in full, all wealth, all beauty, all fame, all strength, all knowledge, and all renunciation. Anybody who possesses all these 6 opulences in full is called Bhagavan. And all these opulences are coming from where? They are coming from Srimati Radharani. And so she is called Sarvakanti. And not only that, all the Lakshmi, they are constantly looking forward to worship the lotus feet of Radharani. So therefore, she is also known as Sarva Lakshmi Mayi. Sarva Lakshmi Mayi, Sarva Kanti, Sammohini Para. And because she has Para, she has such transcendental qualities, Sammohini, she captivates the mind of Krishna. So Radharani is the eternal consort of Krishna. She is an expansion of the pleasure potency, the Hladini Shakti of Krishna. So she is Krishna himself, but she is at the same time a different personality. How do we understand this? Just like you take a fire. If you take a fire and light it in a cold, dark place, what will happen? Immediately, in the entire place, light and heat will start manifesting. So the fire is situated in one place. The whole room is not on fire. The fire is localized in one place. But the energy of the fire in the form of light and heat is spread everywhere. So you cannot differentiate heat and light from fire. You cannot light a room in the you cannot light a fire in a room and say, after lighting the fire, the room has become dark. You cannot say that. Because the moment you light a fire, immediately there must be light also along with it. Similarly, you are feeling very hot, summer season. Okay, let us close all the doors and windows and light a fire in the room. It will become very cool. Possible? No. The heat will only increase. So heat and light are energies of fire, but at the same time, you cannot differentiate, you cannot separate out the energies from the energetic fire. Similarly, Krishna has multiple energies, out of which his chief energy is his Hladini Shakti, his pleasure potency. And that pleasure potency is manifested in the form of Radharani. And that Radharani, whenever Krishna expands himself, when Krishna incarnates as Ramachandra, the same Radharani will incarnate as Sita Thakurani. When Krishna expands as Vishnu, Narayana, immediately Radharani will expand as Lakshmi Devi. When Krishna expands himself as Vasudeva in Dwaraka, the same Radharani will expand herself as Rukmini, Satyabhama, and all the other queens. So, therefore, Rukmini Devi is the inseparable energy of Krishna. She is the eternal consort of Krishna, Vasudeva, in Dwaraka, and therefore she can never be differentiated from him, never be separated from him. So, as part of his Leela, when Krishna comes down to this world to exhibit, to demonstrate his pastimes, Rukmini Devi also comes down. So, in Kali Yuga, the way to please Krishna, you see, what happens is, in Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta, the emphasis is more on pleasing the pleasure potency of Krishna. If we try to directly please Krishna, Krishna may be pleased, he may not be pleased. So, how to have a foolproof way to please Krishna? The foolproof way to please Krishna is to please his eternal consort Radharani or Rukmini Devi. So, how to please Radharani, how to please Rukmini Devi, how to please Satyabhama Devi, so that Krishna will become pleased? In Kali Yuga, it is very, very simple. We chant the holy names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This Hare Krishna mantra consists of basically fundamentally three words: Hare, Krishna and Rama. Krishna and Rama are the names of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Hare is the vocative expression of Hara. Hara is the energy, the internal energy of Krishna, which is addressing Radharani or Rukmini Devi. So therefore, when we chant Hare Krishna, both Krishna is also there, Rama is also there, Rukmini is also there, Radharani is also there, all the personalities are included. So simply by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, we can please Radharani, we can please Rukmini Devi, we can please Satyabhama Devi, and if they are pleased, then Krishna has to be pleased. Krishna has no choice. If Rukmini Devi, if Satyabhama Devi, if Radharani are pleased with some devotee, Krishna cannot say, I am displeased with him. That's all. He'll be finished. So he has to, when Rukmini Devi, if Rukmini Devi points at someone and tells Krishna, this is a very good devotee, Krishna has to tell. Krishna has to keep aside all his opinions and say, yes, I agree with you. He cannot disagree. So this is the secret. So therefore, the whole emphasis in Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta is to please Krishna, and more than pleasing Krishna, we want to please Krishna's consort, eternal consort, Radharani, Rukmini Devi, Satyabhama Devi, all these personalities who are expansions of Radharani. And the best way to do it is to chant Hare Krishna. So now I will request Mukunda Prabhu to lead everyone. We will all chant together one mala of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and by this, let us all invoke the blessings of Rukmini Devi, Satyabhama Devi and Krishna on this most auspicious occasion of the appearance of Rukmini Devi. Bolo Rukmini Devi ki jai. Shri Shri Krishna Rukmini Satyabhama ki jai. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol.
Please repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All together, loudly let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra together. Hare Krishna